If you've ever had trouble opening up your Airstream windows, we have a solution for you. Now normally when your window won't open, that means you got to come outside, and I use an old fishing license here, squeeze it in here, and just go around until the window finally pops. Now the problem with that is you do take a chance at damaging that rubber gasket in there. And you got to come outside and do it. But there are some other options. And today we're going to show you one of them. Now one of the solutions that I've seen is somebody will come and drill a hole right about here and about here on each side. And they'll use a wooden dowel, about 3 or 4 inches long, and stick it through that hole to pop the window free. That's okay, but you got to drill a hole, and you got to keep track of that dowel, and you'll actually need 2 dowels. Another option, there's a company out there that's made a like a little plunger thing that you actually drill a hole and you mount it here. So there'll be one here, and you do this on every window. And it's just like a little plunger. You push them both in at the same time. That gently pushes the glass out and opens your window. The problem with that is now you have a little piece of metal that's going to stick out like this on each side. It's bad enough we got these things, but at least they're not sticking out that far. These would just be little pins that stick out. The product that we're going to use today is the window plate, and this is from airboardshops.com. This is something you're not even going to be able to see. You won't even know it's really there. But it should gently push out the window just enough to be able to pop it loose every time. So let's go ahead and get one of these things installed, and we'll see how it works. Okay, the way this is going to fit on here is it gets mounted right against the window, and we're going to center it right about there. So as that little flap comes across the lock, as it comes across, it's going to push this out. That's all there is to it. So let's put this on. First thing we're going to do is just use a little alcohol just to go ahead and remove any oils or dirt that may be on the surface. And you can see there was something there. So okay, so they're using the 3M tape, which is pretty good stuff. It's pretty much permanent. It's close to permanent as you can get. So these things are marked left and right. This is the left side. Left side's from the inside. Peel off the backing of the 3M tape, and we will stick this on our cleaned surface. And they recommend you hold it for 60 seconds. Okay, there's one. Let's do the other one. Okay, same thing on this side. This will be the right side. Peel off our tape. Get this right against the window, centered, squeezed on, and hold it for another 60 seconds. All right, so now you can see how it looks. You really can't see them very much from this side, but let's go inside and take a look and see how they work. You can barely see the window plates at all through the screen, but let's see how they work. So I only have one hand here. You can see that the window popped open right away. That's because I just had it open. But I'll show you the way these things work is as you turn it, the window pushes open just that little bit. And that should be enough to pop this window open from the inside. Now, of course, we're not going to be able to tell until we get this thing out in the heat again and get that gasket hot and let it stick to the window. There is one other thing we can do to help prevent this. This is something that we use a couple times a year. We do all of our seals and gaskets, and what you're gonna do is just give it a little spray. We coat this a couple times a year all over gaskets. This is something that you really should do at least in the spring and in the fall, at least twice a year. It will keep these gaskets nice and supple. It will keep them lasting a little bit longer. All you do is you can just spray it on and it'll wipe it off, or just spray it onto a rag and just wipe it off. But you want to make sure that you get this whole gasket coated, and you can just spray it out as well. But you just don't want to do your windows. You want to go ahead and do all your compartments. We have the hatch in the back. We'll do that whole hatch. We'll do the door. Anything that there's rubber or plastic, the cover on top of the propane cover, 303 protected is perfect stuff to go ahead and protect that, and it will protect against the use. Okay, so we got these installed in all the windows now. We won't really know how well they work until these gaskets start to stick a little bit. Now, we did go ahead and we coated everything again with the 303, so that's going to help prevent them from sticking. They will still stick. There's no doubt about that. But the key is, will these actually push it away enough to pop that seal? And I think it will, because we've seen when we turned the handle inside, it did pop out just that little bit, and that's all you need. You just need to break the seal. So I think these are going to work well. It's going to be a lot nicer than having holes drilled through our windows, or having that plunger sticking out that little bit on the other side of the window. You won't even know these things are there. We will let you know long term how these things work. So watch for a future update. But I think for now, I think it's a win. So if this is something that you're interested in, I'll leave a link below for airborneshop.com. So if you know somebody who has an Airstream with windows that stick, go ahead and share this video. Let them see what we did here. Maybe they want to do the same thing. We do come out with videos like this all the time. So go ahead and subscribe. Keep you up to date with the little projects that we have going on here. And until next time, we'll see you down the road. Thanks.